Mystery of the Silk Umbrella.
Hello everybody, this is Samhita. Today, we the team at Silver Oaks are here to present the play Mystery of the Silk Umbrella written by Miss Asha Nehemia. She is an award-winning and famous author from our country, India. She writes books for children of all ages, which include chapter books, picture books and mystery novels. So let's not waste time and see how the mystery unfolds.
One casual morning.
Mani, a film director, rented a purplish pink umbrella for her film Oru Kotha and Kavita. This morning it was stuck and it was not opening. Rupa got frustrated by it. The children woke up to the sound of their mother screaming. Never louder, and Amma was screaming at the umbrella, even calling it names.
Open! Open, you devilish monster! Open!
Is everything okay, Amma?
Their mother yelling at the umbrella, Divya was bothered by her brother's hushed tone. Arjun, who was just like their father, who could never speak softly. It felt like biting into a sweet laddu and finding her teeth sinking into a spicy green chili.
Why are you both up so early? Why are you both up so early?
What happened, Amma? Do you want the umbrella opened? Here, let me try.
Arjun, no!
Their mother screamed in horror.
Arjun, Amma wants the umbrella open, not broken.
Amma, you said this umbrella was almost 500 years old, and when the accident happened, the umbrella slipped your hand. That must have jammed the mechanism.
Amma, remember last night when Arjun tried to fix the shower curtain, but came out in Arjun's hand?
Mother didn't join the laughter. She just wanted the umbrella opened. Amma slumped into an armchair in lots of hope. From the clinging clubs and the fresh aroma of coffee, the children had been working together more than squabbling like they used to since the accident. The children have been helping their mother around the house. They gave their mother a cup of coffee accompanied by a cracker topped with cheese, and they made cups of cocoa for themselves.
I'm sorry that you can't stay home with your father. If the filming had not been postponed because of my accident, you would not have to tag along with me to Vellore because your father is away in Stockholm for a conference. I heard Vellore is so hot that if we leave a bowl of rice with water outside, you could have a bowl of cooked rice in just seconds. After we come back, I will make it up to you by.
Before she could continue, she was interrupted by a loud sound. Thump! It was from Shanta Attai's flat. This time they could make out what she was saying.
Take that and that. Go away, you intruder. Go away.
Arjun got up and looked through the window. He saw Shanta Attai throwing her tea set widely. He was hit by a heavy copper teapot, still half filled with tea, and he landed on the floor in a big thump. It was some kind of a missile hit him on this head. He heard Amma shouting again.
What on earth were you thinking, Shanta? How can you throw a heavy teapot half filled with tea on poor Arjun?
Arjun also heard someone crying. He also heard somebody calming her down. Arjun moaned to say that he would like to join in the conversation. Amma carried Arjun clumsily in a good hand, and then as the darkness swept away from Arjun's eyes, it left behind small dots that eventually got blown away. Later on, Arjun noticed that it was in fact Shanta Athai crying, and Divya was trying to calm her down.
How come you're not crying, Divi?
I knew that coconut head of yours would be okay.
She said a little waterly and looked like she was about to cry herself. Coconut Head was the name given to Arjun for the coil-like texture of his hair and how hard his head was.
Thank God you're alright, Khanna. If it would have been Divya, then we would have curtains.
Oh, please, Shanta, don't make a joke out of it.
Let's have breakfast at my place. My treat.
By now, Arjun was well enough to walk on his own, but he liked leaning on Divya and seeing her to struggle to stand upright. Amma tried to ask the question, why did you throw the teapot on Arjun? But it fell on deaf ears as they all were already halfway up the stairs. Shanta Attai lived a flat above theirs.
Scene 2. Shanta Attai's flat.
Okay, so what's it going to be? Pano cakes, traffic light dosai, or fried rice?
I can't eat all of that. And besides, who eats fried rice for breakfast? I'll just have a slice of toast.
Yes, Amma, try a pano cake.
After getting encouragement from the children, she agreed to try one.
Divya liked this part when Shanta Attai usually ate in steel thalis, while she had a whole set of cutlery for special events.
Go get my best cutlery, Divya. Today is the first day your mother is eating at my place.
She got out a box of cake mix and started to add the ingredients and read them at the same time.
So let's see. 4 eggs, 2 tablespoons of oil, and 2 cups of milk.
I tried asking Shanta Attai again why she threw the teapot at Arjun, but her voice was taken over by the mixing of the pita. As the pancake took shape, Amma felt quite nauseous looking at it. But encouraged by the children, she tried one and surprisingly she liked it. After gobbling up 2 pano cakes, she said,
This is the 4th time I'm asking you. Why did you throw the teapot at Arjun?
Don't you realize that I was aiming at someone else? Someone who was up to no good. And someone who was looking on your window.
Why would someone be looking for something that I have?
Maybe he was looking for something I have. Something invaluable.
The children and Rupamani looked around the flat and hid their laughs in different ways.
I have enemies, you know.
The children and Rupa couldn't hold their laughs anymore, so all 3 of them bursted into laughter. The fact that Shanta has enemies was unbelievable, as she was always loved by everyone.
By the way, why are you 3 up so early?
Told they had a problem with continuity to not open the umbrella, but they did not mention they woke up to the sound of their mother shouting.
Isn't there a shop called Jim Jam or Jam Jam? No, I got it. Jam Costume Co. There you can pick a lot of identical costumes and there may be many copies of the umbrella, and you can also ask Mali to fix it in case there's a problem with the umbrella.
Yes, that's a good idea.
The children, Shanta and Rupamani, decided that Amma would go to work, the children would take the umbrella to Jam Jam Costume Company, and Shanta Attai would go to work later.
He was comfortably seated on the sofa, engrossed in a book and giggling through every page. Even though he just ate a whole meal of breakfast, he was munching crunchily on a packet of chips. Divya was scribbling in her notebook. Shanta went downstairs to the garden to pick up what she threw at the intruder. When she was picking up the whole tea set, she noticed that the tea was spilled and the mud got moist. There lay a footprint. She also found a button. She came back to her flat and told about the button.
But I've never seen any of Shanta Attai's friends wear designer clothes.
I have seen few of Attai's friends who eat termites and men wear shawls like togas.
The children were a bit lazy, but when motivated by their Attai, they headed out of the house to Jam Jam Costume Company. She gave them 10 rupee notes to get 3 scoops of ice cream like their father used to get them. As soon as the children had left the house, Shanta had got on a bike and drove towards her office. When she reached her office, she was greeted enthusiastically by many farmers and other workers out of her office vital.
Scene 3. The office.
All the vendors showed the crops they had grown. Shanta didn't pay much attention. She headed towards her desk and she was greeted warmly by her assistant.
Good morning, Shanta ma'am. Bambaram Jones told you were on a trip till Wednesday.
No, don't you have my schedule?
Oh, he also came to your desk to collect some reports. I opened your...
She heard no more and checked her calendar and found the seats missing, so she rushed out of her desk room and suddenly stopped by the words of a flower vendor.
Shanta, take these flowers. I gave some to Bambaram Jones.
Why did you give him the flowers?
He said he was going to the temple tank. I offered him some flowers to worship the gods.
Okay, what is the shortest way to the temple tank?
Rushed to the temple tank. By this time, the children had reached the Jam Costume Company. The shop also had a side business of telling fortunes run by M.S. Ambujam. Molly, her granddaughter, helps her in the evening and also during the school holidays and weekends.
Scene 4. Jam Costume Corporations.
Amma's umbrella, it won't open.
This calls for job of Pati scarflinters. Pati calls it cufflinters and it can be used for many situations like headaches, stomach aches and engine breakdowns.
Will it leave a stain?
It won't leave a stain, maybe just
She made a circle with her thumb and forefinger to indicate the size of the lemon.
That's a problem actually. You should have many pieces of the thing. Don't you? My mother has rented enough pieces for the British Army and the Sepoy. So we don't need any of those.
British Army Sepoys? Is your mother shooting a film of the Sepoy mutiny of 1857?
No, Mali. Amma's film is set against the backdrop of an earlier revolt, which happened in 1806 at Bello Fort. The film is called Orru Kottayan Kavidai, which translates to the poem of the fort.
In the meantime, can I have my fortune told by Pati?
Divya, you know Appa doesn't like all this.
Let her go, Arjun. But Divya, you should have money. Come on, Arjun, let's try the carpenters.
While Arjun and Malli discussed fixing the umbrella, Divya was going through the way Malli showed her. She walked a little further and found Pati sitting on the swing. As she got closer, Divya noticed that Pati had a board with different symbols on squares, and she had a few.
Rupa's daughter, aren't you? I can see how much you look like your father. The bump on your nose suits you.
Pati, we are here to get some advice on how to repair this umbrella. It's not opening up.
Why don't you try Pavmani, the umbrella repairman?
An umbrella repairman sounds like a good bet, but how can we get hold of him?
That's the problem. He doesn't sit in one place, he keeps roaming around.
He sometimes sets a shop near Temple Tank. Go and check there.
Even though Arjun and Divya had spent their whole lives in Chennai, this was the first time they had gone to the temple tank.
Scene 5. The Chase. We've been searching for Pavamani for so long. He's not seen anywhere. Let's do one thing. I know some of the vendors here, so I'll leave a message. Bhaiya, have you seen Pavamani? Tell him to come to my grandmother's house. Pati has a fine marriage proposal for him.
We give up on this power money, don't think of plan B.
Arjun was sounding unhappy as he had just stepped on a pat of cow dung.
Arjun, you feel differently once you have a snack.
She led them to a cart selling chili bhajis, which are also called silly bhajis.
My mother doesn't let me eat food from street vendors.
It's okay, Divi. Freshly fried and hot. Safe to eat.
Chili buggies were delicious, but before they could take the second bite, they heard a familiar voice calling, "Stop, stop." It sounded like Shanta Thai.
What's Shanta doing here?
They noticed a very tall and fat man running towards them in desperation that made him run faster as he scanned to the crowd.
I hand over the packet to the lady I contacted. She said she has 3 days old Financial Express. I can make a sum of money which is more than what I earn in an entire year.
Molly put the umbrella and tripped over the fat man. He lurched into Divya, who in turn slammed into Molly, sending the umbrella out of her hand.
Stop! Stop! You thief, Bambaram!
What nonsense is this, Miss Shantamani? What basis are you calling me a thief?
You are a villain! Give me back my packet!
Villain? How dare you call me a villain? I'm Dr. Jones, Dr. Brahman Jones.
Give me back my packet!
What belongings, Miss Shantamani? Yes, go on. Tell me what I took.
He stole my precious antique ring which has a diamond and is big as an elephant's teardrop.
Check my pocket and my wallet. I don't have any ring.
Bambaram Jones picked up the umbrella and started to run, but the group of women blocked him, demanding to pay for the flowers he had ruined.
Bambaram, give it back. It's my Amma's umbrella.
Meanwhile, Shanta and the children slipped away. All this commotion was silently observed by Karav.
Three of you go home. I'll prepare the umbrella with Pavamani as I will leave messages for him to come to the shop. The umbrella will be safe with me. Let me recollect the events of the morning. Why did Bambaram Jones take so long to get up from the flowers? Did he really slip the antique ring into the umbrella? Let me go check. Scene 6. The seeds. What are these? Are these spices? Oh, they're just seeds. Let me throw them.
Hand it over quietly. I don't want any noise. I just saw that fat Jones put it in your umbrella.
Okay, I have what you want.
Home and bought a ring out of her fake collection of jewelry and gave it to Karabi.
Do you think I'm a fool? Don't ever try to act smart with me.
What?
Don't try to act so innocent with me. Give me the packet of seeds. Otherwise, this knife will be inside your grandmother's neck.
Okay, I have what you want. Don't harm my grandmother. Leave us safe.
She went into the kitchen and took the packet out of the dustbin, wiped it, and remembered that she threw the seeds away. But then she realized she was in the kitchen and she could put the seeds used for cooking in the packet. She took some cumin seeds, sesame seeds, to show the smooth and soft seeds in the packet. She also added some of the cufflinked seeds which were kept locked in a cupboard. But as Patty had just made a fresh batch of it, she had left out them on the table. She bought the packet of seeds and gave it to Karabi. Just then, Patty appeared at the scene.
Pick your things and get out. Don't ever try to lay a hand on my granddaughter. Understand? Get out of here.
You will pay for that, old lady.
Wow, Pati, you are amazing. How did you learn to use the whip like that?
I was a stuntman for the ladies when I was young. I can use a whip, throw a knife, and use a bow and an arrow. Leave her what it. Now, we can't take risks with people like her. She may come back once again to take revenge on this humiliation she faced today. We will be going to my Tindavanam sister's son's house. He will be happy to have us for a week or 10 days.
I'm so excited, Pati. What is it, Pati?
If you Google the name Satyavan, you would find that he is so rich that and has only black cars. He has so many black cars that he had employed one driver just to park and repark his cars behind his big bungalow. He had one black car exclusively for his two laboratories. They were driven for a morning run on the beach, and if they behave themselves, he will take them to his private puppy pool for a swim. He loves cats too. He sends the cook to the market to bring fish for the cats, but he was a strict vegetarian. My teacher told our class about him. He had memories with the umbrella. He tried to forget them but could not, so one day he saw the umbrella in Rupa Aka's hand. He trapped her and got to know her address. He had to just have the umbrella with him for 5 minutes. He also donated 1 crore to your school.
What? 1 crore? He must be a really rich kid.
The discussion about Satyavan left Mali deep in thought.
Molly held the umbrella tightly because she saw a car with Pamaram inside it, heading towards Rupa's house. Back in Shanta's flat, they all rushed to the kitchen as they were very hungry.
Shanta, do you wear rings?
I never saw you wearing any ring.
Oh, I can't put this a secret anymore. You will not tell anybody. You know I work at Whitehall's where Dr. Jones works. One day I found seeds that are from SOSO India, which are called Halla Gulla Bole seeds. Once I was working with farmers in a very dry area, so there was a thunderstorm and our office there was burnt. After a few weeks, I saw those seeds sprouting, and it was also causing respiratory problems. I took some dry seeds from here to Chennai, and I also got calls from terrorists telling that they want the seeds, so I poisoned a cocktail to destroy them.
Oh, I get it. Since you're not responding to the calls, they got in touch with Santa Claus Jones and they offered a lot of money.
Just then, the doorbell rang. It was Mali. She had bought the umbrella.
Someone will come to repair the umbrella. Oh no!
No, Arjun. Me and Pati are off to my uncle's house. And Pati offered you and Divya to come along with us. Don't worry, Shanta. Your seeds are safe outside my window.
What? How do you know about my seeds?
I was in the corridor and I heard you talking about it.
There was a loud sound and a loud squeak, and wow, the umbrella just sprung open. Just then, Rupa walked in. She was so delighted to see the umbrella open, so she was relaxing at home with a French toast topped with cheese.
Scene 7. The rich customer and the cocktail.
Okay, show me and Arjun the ingredients to make a cocktail. When Malli and Divya, you both go to Jam Jam Costume Co. and sweep away the seeds.
She narrated the plan efficiently. They all got to work at once. Shanta and Arjun went in Rupa's car to get the seed-destroying ingredients, and Malli and Divya reached the shop.
Wow, such a big black car in front of my shop. I have to go. Oh, I have to do sweeping too. Pati will take care of it. It's okay, Mali. You can go. I will do the sweeping. Have you ever swept anything before? No, it's not rocket science. You can go.
Malli went inside the shop and Divya started to sweep.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Jam Jam Costume Corporations. How may I help you?
I need a costume for my daughter. I want a princess costume.
Sure, sir.
I need a nice gown and a tiara, an umbrella. In fact, a purplish pink umbrella with golden embroidery and a nice wooden carving. Please, pack all this.
They got all the things together and put them in a bag. She also made a receipt.
Hey, wait, what are you doing? That's not the umbrella I described.
Sir, we only have umbrellas of this kind.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
She ended up fast and went to help Divya. Shanta and Arjun were already there and they spread the cocktail.
Malli, keep the windows closed. It will stink, and tell me if anything is stinking.
Okay, Tatai. I'll do that. Scene 8. The shooting in Vellore.
The next day, the three children asked if they could go to Tindivanam. Luckily, Rupa agreed as she was leaving for Vellore too. They started to pack and they left together. The children were playing and Party and Rupa approached them.
Amma, how come you're here?
Party has some important work. You three come with me.
Sure, Amma.
They had reached Vellore. After a few days, when Amma started the shoot, she was horrified to see the umbrella missing. It was the last and final shoot of the film, and she was worried.
God, where is my umbrella? This is not my umbrella. This is a maroon one. I need the silk umbrella for the film. Please search for it.
Ran out of the fort to inform the police. He said there was an umbrella in the car he pointed to. It was Satyavan's car. They rushed to him. He was a businessman, so he thought and he spoke.
Yes, you are right. I have an umbrella in my booth. I rented it from Malli. You can ask her. It's a maroon umbrella.
Rupa sent the children home as it was very hot. She came back in a few hours.
Yay, I've wrapped up this shoot. I'm so happy.
Amma, why did you lose the umbrella?
Someone replaced my umbrella with his when he was rescuing our heroine from a lizard.
Okay, Amma.
Yeah, so I will send a car for you and Party to go home. I have some work, I'll finish it and come back.
Scene 9. The Dark Night.
When they reached the costume shop, it was very dark and quiet. But the sight which met their eyes made them scream in horror. There were two men with guns and a strange lady with striking blue eyes.
Hey, no sound please.
Ha ha ha! Now guns don't make the sound.
These people are the criminals, but what do they want? How did they get here? Please take what you want and leave us alone. Seeds! We want the seeds! Where are they? Hand them over now! What seeds are you talking about? I don't have any, but I do have some film posters of the 1960s, a shawl and some silver. You can take all of that.
You fools tricked us with fake seeds, including some which carry poison. You got arrested. And Karabi, you go to tie them. What are you doing here?
Distracted. Kirby tied the ropes of Arjun Sands a little loose, which turned out to be a big mistake later.
Karabi, you are a failure. It's because of you we are in this situation.
Hey Karabi, you may leave, but don't forget to pay back our money.
Hey, why did you let her go?
I have planned in such a way that she will be held responsible for this and she will be caught by the police.
Let's plant the bomb and leave. When time runs out, it'll scatter nails all over the place. The timer is set for 60 minutes. We will lock the door from the outside. Oh, and one more thing. We will also type your annoying neighbor so you can't scream for help. Ha 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 ha!
After they left, Arjun tried to move his chair. He toppled over and the backrest of his chair broke. He was free. He freed the others and shouted for help from the window.
Help! Somebody! Please help us!
Scene 10. The Happy Ending.
Luckily, they got to know that they only spent 25 minutes to get free. After a while of screaming for help, someone was visible in a clearing. It was Pavamani. It was a face which looked so sore. It seemed that a piece of lime soaked in vinegar and tamarind was in the mouth of this person. But now it was the sweetest face of
Open the door! The lock is very strong. I'm not able to open the lock.
He finally succeeds in opening the door and rescues everybody to safety.
Thanks, Pavamani, for helping us. Take this phone and call the police. I will look for the bomb.
We will go rescue Ravana.
got Ravana out and they also heard a thud sound and were worried of Pavani, but he came out safely. Rupamani arrived shortly.
Is everything alright? Why are the police here?
It's a long story.
Everyone was safe, sound, and happy. This umbrella had a fabulous and mysterious journey. It has traveled from place to place with different people. We have solved the mystery of the umbrella. Thank you for watching.